Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to daily episode of I actually don't know what I'm gonna call it, but we're gonna talk about a few things. We're gonna be talking about the best swing trades that you can take right now, the best long-term stocks that you should buy, and the best day trading stocks that ETFs that you should get, and the that you should put on your watch list, and the best and what's gonna happen with Ugaz and Dgaz, because those are my main focuses on day trading and swing trading. So let's get into this. As you can see here, we're going to start off with the long-term stuff. This is the long-term stuff. So Goldman Sachs. I'm going to just tell about a little bit of history. I just watched a video on them, so I'm pretty sure. Alright, Goldman Sachs. Freaking insane. They only managed the best of the best money for such a long time. Actually, they still managed it up until 2005. That they only pretty much managed millionaires, billionaires, really wealthy business owners, people who wanted to start massive corporations, stuff like that. And they revolutionized it by always being the best risk managers on Wall Street. So when they had their public offering, everyone got in. So I'm going to show you what I mean by that. So I'm going to go day. I'm going to go back. They were offered in 1999. Pretty much. Yeah, I think so. So if you were to buy it and hold it until 2003, no, 2005, let's just do 2005, mid-2005, you'd be up 110%. And then if you kept on holding it, and then they went up in the 2008 crisis because they predicted a short in 2007. Look at 2007 right here. So this is when they started the short. Now you can see that it took a really big dip here because the financial everything was going up at that point. And so was everything. So when 2008 came around, there's the really, really big plummet, and they had big issues. But overall, their financials told them that they were green and not in the red. In fact, they made over, I think, $6 trillion in just investing in shorts. And the owners got 100 and 300 to 300 million each. Now, that's quite a payday, so everyone was really psyched about that. But their stock prices had to reflect different because everyone was selling off. So these people basically predicted the 2008 housing crisis. And then, before that, I'm going to talk about one more thing. They revolutionized the way that businesses and banks measure someone's assets, which means it puts a number on their company. And they revolutionized that by basically putting estimated future revenue into the equation of their revenue. So that gave them price of where it should be, their estimated share price, and it gave them a second look. It gave all investors basically a second look at everything. So now that we have said this, Goldman Sachs is a very, very highly profitable stock to get in. If you invested at the beginning of the year, this year, I'm just going to show you. In fact, I'm going to go to the 4-hour. Look at 2019 October to basically 2020. 20%. Now this is a long-term stock, so it's freaking insane for that much return. They outperform the market pretty much every single time. Actually, I'm gonna try to. All right. So if you see here, there is a really big. Let's just say you bought at the bottom of it. You sold at the very top. Let's actually not do that because I can't see it. 30% Hold a little bit more, 27%. Still very, very good. No one could have predicted this. So now that the stock's at a discount right now, and they've been going and managing money since the 1800s, this is a very, very good long-term stock to invest in. So other long-term stuff. So you can see XPSX. Wait, no. This is the Dow Jones. No, this is the S&P 500 Bull ETF. Now we're gonna go back as far as we can. Shoot. Don't you just hate it when you can't see it? Alright, let's just say that you bought it right there. If you bought it in mid 2013, you would have seen a 691% growth before the corona thing happened. Now, my predictions for the coronavirus, they're not always correct. They're not correct. But my speculation is we're treating this as a natural disaster. So if you look at the economics of like when hurricanes happen and stuff like that, this is like the exact same thing. The hurricane strikes up here, businesses can't reopen because they're all closed, and that causes a massive strike down. And then once we're starting to recover, we're starting to build back up infrastructure and everything. Now that once basically it's gone and everything opens up again, just like a hurricane, everyone's going to go back to work and the joblessness claims are going to plummet, and we're going to basically see a massive return. So we need to be ready for that day that it maybe does 90% within a week. So we need to be ready for that. But up until then, we're going to move on to swing trading now. SQQQ. I know that was weird. It's the inverse of the market. So now you can see that it's on a downward trend right now. But if you can see all the government bailouts and everything, it's starting to open up again and probably starting to make money. And that's a big problem for a lot of people because everyone wants the market to go back up. And if everyone takes out of the market, it's going to plummet. If everyone puts their money into this, the market's going to plummet even more. So do it reasonably. Do it with the intent of putting back into the market, because if you don't and you're holding this as a long swing trade, you're probably going to lose a lot of money on this. But for right now, if you're holding it till Friday, I'd say about right there. Today is actually a pretty good buying spot because it needs to confirm its direction up. But hold on, I'm going to show you this. It's about to confirm its direction up. It had a very, very strong push last night because it hit a resistance line. Now that resistance line can do massive things. Basically, if it's going downward, it's going in a downward ascending. It's going in a downward pullback. So it's going to go way down and then then keep on going down. Oh, man, I can't even talk. But let's just say that you bought it after hours last night. You'd already be up about 4% today, and that's for swing trading. But let's just say XPSX. This is the inverse of the S&P 500. You'd be up 3% basically. So I'm pretty sure that this is 3 times leveraged. So whatever you do, for long term, put your money in Goldman Sachs. I'd put about 5% into TQQ and a 5% in SPXL, because you want the big gain returns with not that much risk. Because you're using leverage, it's actually 3 times the amount of profits that you'll make. And since they literally just follow the market, then it really doesn't matter if it goes down or up, because the overall direction will be up. So, day trades. LEBD. See how profitable it's going to be. So LEBD, So best stocks to have in your watch list for day trading is XPSX, XPSL, SQQ, TQQ, LEBD, LEBD, LABU, DSLV, USLV, Nugget, Drip, Gush, Carvana, TQQ, the NG20, um, Costco, VidQ. This is the Nikola Corporation. They're basically making new trucks to compete with Tesla, and their name should reflect that because their name is literally Nikola. So you can go search that up, but I'm pretty sure that's a pretty good long-term stock. Costco is really, really good. Just overall, it's a very good stock. They're outperforming all their, like Sam's Club, pretty much every single other grocery store right now because of two reasons: exclusivity, and they have basically every single time they do anything, they get paid for it. So the memberships, the food, everyone thinks they're getting a discount. Everyone's thinking that they're getting really nice luxury items. They're investing pretty much all their revenue into resources and, man, expanding their empire, I guess. And so, yeah, that's a pretty good long-term investment. So there's Macy's. Macy's almost went bankrupt. It's pretty much going bankrupt right now. They really have nowhere to go, but don't really talk about that. So back on to the day trading thing. Get Tesla in there. And then, yeah, that's how it's pretty much done. So, we're going to talk about the profitability of Ugaz right now. Ugaz has a very, very high profitability. Now, in the short term, it's not very profitable. But for right now, if we do what we're talking about, I'm just going to delete the stuff that we did before because apparently it didn't do it. So, predictions for right now. We're going to use our tools, and we're going to do the top, then we're going to go down there. So that's supposed to be our support line. This was a really big support here, this massive support line. And now that it made a big push up, since Ugaz tends to do patterns when reversing. See, like up here, you can see that this is either going to be a really, really big rejection, or it's going to be a really, really big upward trend, and it's probably going to return to somewhere in here. Just here, let's take the degrees. What's that? It's 37 degrees. So this is our top resistance line. This is our bottom resistance line. It's going to look something like that. I'm pretty sure after hours it's going to be down, but tomorrow it's going to be up. So now you can see I could have got out pretty much anywhere, but you can see that it's either going to be a really massive rejection and going to really ultimately suck and might be dislisted because of how things are being right now, or it's just going to bounce up here. Now you can see that it's going to be a break for two reasons. The MACD2 lines are looking like they're about to close, which means that there's a 70% chance of it breaking down, but there's also a 25% chance of it breaking up. So, and now you can look at, this is the mesalign wave 2. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly. I've been pronouncing stuff kind of weird lately. Every single time the lines cross, they break in a certain direction. So, like right here, it broke, and then it did like a 5% that next day. Look at the bottom candle, the top candle, that's 8%. So, it's either going to break up or down pretty much after hours tonight, and that's a big problem. For the people that are holding it, yes, it's a big problem. But the people who are not holding it, you can catch the wave either way to make money, which is probably one of the best things I think ever was invented. You literally just wait for confirmation when it's about to go up, and you can ride it all the way up. Now, there's probably going to be some rejection in there, but for now, it's good. Overall, wait for the market to go down, get a good buying spot. The market's going like this, but it's going up, so you don't really have to worry about it. You just have to get in at the proper spot. So, also, put all of those swing trading and day trades, trading ETFs or stocks, into your portfolio. Not your portfolio, your what's your watch lists, and keep an eye on them because every single day they are 3 times leveraged and they're or highly volatile, so you can easily trade them. Also, Ugaz, I feel so bad for the people that have shares of it. I mean, I'm one of those, but I'm not, I don't have big positions. I could have sold, but I kind of forgot about it. So that's kind of my fault. But for the people that were holding it from even from even way up here, I mean, like, they were expecting it to reverse because they had this really, really solid upward trend line right there. But it didn't, and it got rejected. I feel so bad for those people because it's just in a spot where it can't do anything. But, alright, so that's it for today, guys. I have a free Discord server that you guys can join. I need to add that in the description, or it's either down there already if you're watching this in the future. I'm doing, I have a hedge fund investment page. I'm starting a hedge fund pretty soon, so you can invest that. I have like 6 data analysts and got the whole shebang. So that's nice. I got a free course for you guys to take. I'm making 2 more. I should be uploading the second one by next Wednesday. And yeah, go like and subscribe. Please follow. Trying to grow as a person. So hope you found this interesting. See you later.